Hello, today I will be talking about movie review number 931. This is Stop Motion. Stop Motion is a 2024 film that is directed by Robert Morgan. Robert Morgan. This is from IFC Films, Shudder Productions, BFI British Film Forever, and Bluelight Productions. I saw this movie on February 26, 2024 at Regal Cinema 16 in Deerfield Town Center in Mason, Ohio. And this was pretty good. Definitely a little dark, or actually a good amount of dark scenes in the film. And I also wanted to warn you that this has a lot of disturbing images slash gory images in the film. Now, stop motion, which I have seen in several films like Coraline, The Boss Trolls, Corpse Bride, Nightmare Before Christmas, I believe they were all stop motion films. Will they make a film based on puppets that they have? And this movie is about a filmmaker who is working on her own feature film, her own film, and she is a stop motion animator who struggles to control her demons after the loss of her overbearing mother. So the movie is about Ella Blake, who is a stop motion animator who recently lost her mother, who was very overbearing, and she was just trying to work on her last film with her daughter, who's giving her daughter all these demands, and suddenly something happens to her. And now Ella Blake decides to try to cope with this loss by working on a film of her own, like a stop motion film of her own. And she decides to create a film that becomes the battleground for her sanity. As Ella's mind starts to fracture, the characters in her project take on a life of their own. Like, literally. Whoa. So, Ella Blake in the film is an animator, a stop motion animator, who wants to make a film of her own film. Because all the films that she worked on with her mom has been her mom's films. But this will be her first film. She is played by Aisling Franciosi in the film, Aisling Franciosi. And the puppets that she is using, she is making the story. And with the help of a neighbor of hers, the story is about a girl who is being followed by this man. And the girl hides in the house. And the project, the stop motion film, takes over 3 days of the set. That's what the setting is. 3 days that happens in the house. That involve both the woman and the tormentor, or the man, I meant to say. Well, same thing, because the man is a tormentor who is tormenting the woman, and the woman isn't sure what the man is going to do. Now, this film becomes a battleground for Ella's sanity, especially when she realizes that the puppets or the creatures that she has in this film, the characters in the project decide to take a life of their own. And this causes Ella to lose her sanity. I don't want to discuss too much, but this was a pretty gory film. There's a good amount of disturbing images in it that involves not only the project itself, but also what happens when the project is not working on, when Ella is not working on the project. And like they said, part of the project is being brought up by this neighbor of Ella's who's giving her ideas on what is going to happen, which Ella uses in this film. And the characters decide to take a wife of their own. And it is not a pretty picture when this happens in the movie. But I don't want to get into more specifics. But I thought it was a pretty good movie, and I like independent horror films along with big budget horror films. And the independent horror films like this one makes you think what may happen. As the more involvement that Ella is in with this project, the darker the movie will become when the characters start to have a life of their own. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie. And I do like stop motion films like Coraline and the Boss Trolls. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie. So that's my movie review of Stop Motion Freezing Truth from this movie review. Alright, goodbye.